Hey everyone, this is Doug Kenny from the Stories from Motorsports show. Today we have the driver and the team owner for the Sheffer Racing team. How you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
So tell all our followers a little bit of what you're known for in the racing industry.
Well, Junior here, he runs the 360 wing sprint car. He also runs the non-wing 410 sprint car. Both series all year.
Pretty cool. So what races did you guys win with those trophies?
This is our championship trophy. So we got Rookie of the Year in the non-wing series, and we also got second in the non-wing series. And then this is just like a heart trophy. Like I have the reason why I came out with this trophy is for the people that have like good hearts and good sportsmanship about the racing and stuff like that.
Pretty cool. What made you get into racing, Keith Sr.?
Well, we bought some shifter carts about 15 years ago, and we went to the local track to watch what they were doing there, and I kind of said, man, I don't think this is for me. He just didn't like it. So a buddy of mine says, we'll come back tomorrow night, which would have been Saturday. And he says, check out the micro sprints. So we went down there, and I absolutely loved it. And that next week, I bought 2 micros, and that's how we started with the sprint car world, or micro world. And I started him in a quarter midget at 8 years old. So that's where he started.
Pretty cool. What about you, Keith?
Basically, like you said, I was watching him race the first year, and then next year I told him, I was like, hey, Dad, I want to get in it. And then we got me a quarter midget, and that's where I started.
Great to hear. Who's your biggest hero in racing, Keith Sr.?
Well, year to date, I would probably have to say Kyle Larson.
He's great. The defending Cup Series champion. What about you, Keith?
I would have to say the same, but I'm going to go with David Gravel.
Who's that again?
He's a sprint car driver with the World Outlaws.
David Gravel.
Okay. Pretty cool. Has he won any races or championships?
Yes.
Pretty cool. Where'd you guys place last year?
For points?
Yeah, for points, yeah.
We placed second in points last year in the non-wing, and then we placed 11th for the wing.
Cool. Describe your season last season if you want to.
Oh, where do we start?
Roller coaster, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, we came off the first race at I-96 Speedway, and didn't do too good. I mean, we were doing good, but we got caught up in a wreck, and then we had to buy a new car. And went through the season and probably ran 10 races with the wing car, and then our engine let go on the wing car. We had to buy another engine. And then won our first non-wing race, and then our first top 5 with GLSS, and came off strong at the end of the year.
End of the year was definitely good.
Pretty cool. Was there a specific race that kind of determined where you guys were going to finish that year, or if you had to think of one?
Merritt.
Yeah, probably Merritt.
Merritt Speedway was the turning point.
All right. Who won the championship?
Steve Irwin won the championship in the non-wing, and Ryan Ruler won the championship in the wing series.
Okay. What are your hopes for this season?
To win as many as possible.
My hopes for the season is to go out and do good, win races. Obviously, that's what we're going to the track for. But for him to get a full-time ride with a big team, it's fun doing what we're doing. But I would like to see him go somewhere.
Is your goal IndyCar or NASCAR?
Sprint cars.
Oh,
World
sprint.
of Outlaw.
Yeah. Like goes
Is
around
that
with the World of Outlaw and stuff like that.
pretty cool? Is World of Outlaws similar to the Cup Series as far as sprint cars and all that? Like, are they on the same level?
Yeah, pretty much.
You ever raced in the Chili Bowl or other races like that at all? Or
No, we have not. We ran a few big shows. I raced with USAC a few times and stuff like that, but nothing that big.
all right. You ever been to any famous races like Indy or the Daytona 500?
We went to MIS.
Yeah.
But
that's about it. Our local track here in Michigan is Michigan International Speedway, and we've gone there a few times.
What are the races there like?
Be honest, boring.
Who's the driver that won the races you went to, or drivers?
Oh gosh, I have no clue. It's been a while since we went to I-96 and MIS, and I couldn't remember.
So what are your sponsors on your team?
Shoot.
Irish Hills Collision, Somerset Hardware,
Slingshot Trucking, TLC Childcare,
and
Habit Turf Maintenance.
What's the process? What's the process for getting a sponsor and all that? What do you do?
We take a portfolio in and kind of just sit down and talk to them and let them know what the deal is and tell them, hey, like we'll put your name on our shirts and the car, and every time we post, we always tag them in the post and stuff, their company, and that's pretty much it, really.
It's difficult getting sponsors.
Yeah. What's your funniest memory of racing?
You go.
Well, he ran the, I do believe it was a 250 restricted car, which is a sprint car. It's a micro sprint. He had pretty much lapped the whole field, and he's coming to the checkered flag. Actually, he was coming to the white flag, which he thought was the checkered flag. And for some reason, he got into turn 3 and 4 and thought he'd started his victory donuts right then. Well, it took the rest of the field almost a full lap to catch up to him, and somehow he got it straightened out and won the race anyways. But that was probably the funniest moment that I can remember.
That would have been a Mark Martin-like mistake. Like
For sure.
And then Cale Yarborough giving up second place at Daytona.
Yeah.
What's doing burnouts like? Is it fun?
We don't really do burnouts, but we do like donuts and stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of fun. The bad part is when you flip your car when you're trying to do a donut or something like that. You know, you gotta be careful on that part. I haven't done a donut in a sprint car yet, but maybe one day.
Yeah, definitely. What's the most fun part of driving a sprint car?
The speed.
Is it hard through the dirt and all that, or what do you do?
It can be, but my setup guy's pretty good, which is my dad, so we got it pretty dialed in.
Pretty cool. So what are your hopes for this year next to winning championships and overall improving the operation?
Like I said, my biggest hope is that he gets a full ride with somebody else.
What are some big teams that you would like to see him be part of?
Stewart Haas Racing, Phoenix Enterprises, any of them boys, anybody with USAC, World of Outlaw, it's pretty much endless there.
Do sprint cars use a CV joint at all or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Direct drive.
They are open wheel cars, though, right?
Yep. Yep. Direct drive, no transmission. All it is in and out. No, none of that fun stuff.
All right. So, if you had to think, how do you hope your story will impact future generations of race fans?
Gee.
Either one of you.
For me, I mean, it would be nice to still see these younger kids get into racing, you know, and like what we do, want to get into it, and come up through the field, and have new racers 20 years from now.
Yeah. What about you, Keith?
Probably the same.
All right, that's all I have for now, but you guys were fabulous guests for a sprint car episode. I appreciate the time you made.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you having us.
No problem, and I wish you luck in this next season.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.